yourself. Aloha. How you doing? Gordo the Tech Czar. Welcome to Hibachi Talk. Andrew, the security guy.
What's up, brother? I didn't know we was coming in on the same shot there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we came in together. See, we got surprised at every
We
time.
try to leave together. We come in together. I didn't wear my shirt, so we don't.
Yeah,
we don't have that going on together.
I mean,
today.
I go all of my way.
I have one.
I go out of my way, get you a shirt, and
These are precious.
I tell you.
Gotta get your hands on a Hibachi Talk shirt before they're all gone.
While it lasts, while they last. Anyway, I spare no expense. Anyway, grab yourself a libation, grab yourself a towel, a chair, pull up. Look, check this out.
Hibachi Talk mug.
Hibachi
Nice.
Talk mug.
See, it's
Isn't
hard to
this
hit the
nice?
camera, ain't it?
Woo, woo, woo. Pretty
job.
good stuff, man. We're going big time. Big time. We can now afford something better than a solo cup.
There's nothing better than a solo cup.
I know, you still can't. Oh, you know what? I should get a Hibachi Talk logos on. There you go.
We can
I'll
get
work on those.
stickers.
Yeah,
They're
perfect.
cheap. Maybe Angus can buy
And there's
some.
water in here. I got asked today, what's in their solo cups? I said, water?
I heard that we can actually have a real libation, a harder libation.
Not on my watch.
Right on.
Okay, yeah.
Fair
So,
enough.
anyway, we got James Muller here today.
Let's call him Jim. It's easier.
Jim, yeah, James, Jim Muller. Jim is my middle name.
Okay.
Just so you know. And the Scottish.
You guys have that in
The
common.
Scottish term for our name for James is Hamish, like
Oh.
Hamish McGullible.
Which is one of our
we know.
fans.
Yeah, that's
He'll
right.
probably be texting in now that you brought it up.
That's right. He's with HPE, which is now
Hewlett Packard Enterprises. Okay.
He's the Hawaii Regional Field Manager, leader. But he's not going to here to talk about HPE. He's here to talk about the Armed Forces Communications and Electronics Association.
You said it.
Also known as AFCEA.
Good job.
Their TechNet Asia Pacific 2016 conference, which is coming up
Next week. Tuesday through Thursday.
So he's going to talk about that. It's been around for 30 years, that event.
Oh, it's a huge event for Hawaii.
It's a big event for Hawaii.
For the Hawaii DOD.
Again,
DOD.
another one of those kinds of events that happens, like PTC and such, where we get no, press coverage about all these big tech events, and no one says much.
But we're giving the coverage here today.
But we got it here. That's right.
Better be glad you're watching
That's right.
Hibachi
That's why
Talk.
you need to be watching.
Get this
Hibachi
inside
Talk.
scoop from Jim. He might even have some tickets to the after party.
Oh, which by the way, I'm trying to get.
Oh, a ticket?
Your lovely bride.
I
said
think she got you one.
She got me one. Okay, terrific. Because I don't want.
They're hard to come by.
I know. Unfortunately, I'm doing some lecturing during that time.
Okay, you come over after.
I come over after. You bet. So, got one tech job.
Let's do it.
Got one tech job. This one is unbelievable. Now look at this guy's face. I looked at this and I couldn't stop laughing.
What is it?
So this is Dubai. You know Dubai, they're building these giant skyscrapers.
Yeah.
This is new equipment for the fire department. Jetpacks.
Nice.
They've just ordered 30 jetpacks so that the firefighters will be on these jetpacks, wearing their firefighter outfits and carrying up to 250 pounds worth of equipment to fight fires in these very tall.
Come on.
No, this is true.
So they just told him that?
So
That's why he's got that
I'm
look
looking
on
at his face and I was going, you want me to strap what to my butt?
Wow.
So this is
Seriously, a jetpack. Put it flat up to the roof, I guess, so they could work their way down from the top
or whatever they got to do.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's going to be, they sell for $35,000 a piece. They just ordered 20 of them. For 20 of its Martin Aircraft Company, 20 of its twin-engine jetpacks.
And that's a fire department. They're military fire department
Well,
guys.
they probably are. So, but look at
That's
this guy.
awesome.
I know.
Civil defense.
So anyway, dude, you look like you should have maybe studied tech.
HFD's not going to get any of those, I don't think.
Oh, our HFT guys would use it.
They would use it, but I don't think they can afford it. They're not going to buy them.
Yeah, $35,000, they can afford it. They can afford it over there. Anyway,
Wow.
got one tech job.
That's
It's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Good stuff.
I saw that and I went, man, that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, I got some news, a little bit of news.
Let's see what happens.
And then you got a security minute.
I do.
Okay. And plus, there's all kinds of wild stuff going on in Paris right now.
That's the
crazy.
news.
We're in a not so world right now.
Sometimes.
Not so. So I started looking around and saying, what's the what are the hack opportunities for 2016? What are the where do you think they're going to be? And so there's besides everywhere.
Everybody's already hacked. It's just who's going to find out.
But the big ones, the big targets. So they're saying the big targets next year too are wearables. Wearables are going to be the big because Bluetooth, good connectivity to your mobile devices, wide open. lot of stuff happening on that side.
There is. So I can't expose all
So
the
McAfee
articles.
Labs say that that's where they see that there'll be a big hit. There's 780 million wearable devices by 2019. So that's a
So they're going to change my steps, so I'll never get to 10,000.
Yeah, so it's big. It's a big time. So they're saying that that's going to be one of the largest ones because it's got the GPS, it's got tracking, it knows whether you're home or not. You know, so now you've got the situation you talked about last week about the porch,
Being followed.
the porch pirates, and all of this stuff are being followed. They know you're not home. You know, all of these kinds of things. So
Hacking your wearables.
hacking your wearables. So there's that one. I'm still going to keep it.
Might
Then
be
the-
good healthcare information too, right? Like if you're,
Oh yeah.
you know, if they're pulling health information out about you, and then that's
you go.
sellable stuff.
So take a look at that one.
The amount of steps I do a week is really not worth much.
I do 10,000 a day. That's my goal, and I get close.
Right.
So, the other one, cars, and you've talked about this. Automobiles.
Hacking cars?
Hacking cars are the number two. They're going to be the number two. They're interesting. They think that the hacking of cars is going to happen primarily, no, not primarily, but the big targets are going to be in Europe, the Middle East, and
Transportation?
Yeah.
Yeah, steal a truckload of stuff.
Because they probably got less security on their in their
Is
areas.
the automotive industry unable to address that?
I don't know. It's a Intel Security Report, Automotive Security Best Practices, advises that the consolidation and interconnection of vehicle systems require a security design that includes features such as security boot, trusted execution environments, tamper protection, isolation of safety critical systems. So all of these things. So it's not like you're just looking at just one component of your car, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
Your navigation
And the
system.
problem is it's all on the same bus
it's
right
all
now,
in the
like the
same
airline,
thing.
yeah.
It's all sitting there in the same bus. I mean, your brakes, your navigation, all of those kinds of
Interesting.
things. You attach your mobile phone to it, right? You Bluetooth your phone to it. Your call
Yeah,
logs are
I
in
saw
there.
those guys doing that remotely. You know, they were
Yeah.
driving the car with the phone, so they.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a little bit of work to get attached
Yeah.
to the bus, but I would just think the automotive industry has to deal with that for vehicles going forward. But like, how many billions of cars are out there now that
Yeah.
people are going to use for the next decade that
Yeah.
won't have
That have them
any kind
already.
of
I mean,
protection?
my car's got all this stuff in it
Yeah, and no protection.
and no protection, and you can't turn it off. Car needs it, right? So
Yeah. Oh no.
you know,
that's a
just try and do
problem.
that.
Yeah.
So that's the two things. So the wearables and the
Automobiles.
automobiles, all mobile device, it's all mobile. That's the target. So then our friend Snowden was in the news again. He had some commentary. He did an interview with Intercept. So he wanted to give some advice to citizens about
best practices.
Best practices.
I saw that.
And he gave some tidbits, which I thought was interesting, is that your web browsing and so on. So you heard of Tor, right?
Use Tor.
Yeah, use
I
Tor.
keep telling you to use it.
I have Tor. I'm
you
using
use
Tor.
it?
I'm using Tor.
Very good.
Yeah.
Use the browser version.
Yeah, use the browser version. So,
Depending on what you're doing. I mean,
I don't go to any sites that, my mother wouldn't look at. That's my philosophy in life. I go to a website that my mother would be looking over my shoulder and have no problem with. So, rest her soul. But, or my wife.
I think the
or my
problem is all the
children.
people that are like, they're going onto their Kaiser website or their insurance or their 401k. And they're doing, so you need to be doing.
But it's encrypted.
You need to do that stuff securely.
It's encrypted.
So you should
and
use
so on.
Tor for that. Yeah.
Use Tor, but I would also encourage people that, once you go and download the free app and put Tor up and so on, there's some great information on Wikipedia about what some things it does not do.
Yeah, some stuff will break. For
So
sure.
some things that will, it will not protect you from. So it's a great browser. I'm impressed with it. So we'll see. I'm going to get more experience using it, but we'll see. But anyways, our friend Snowden says for public safety, you ought to be looking at Tor as your browser of choice.
No doubt.
So then I got all kinds of things. It's free. Just do a Google search.
Oh yeah.
Or Bing search, or you can Bing it on Google or Google it on Bing. And just do Tor. You'll go to the website. You'll be able to bring it down. They got 2.5 million users daily are now downloading and using that app. So it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering now if the guys like Bing and Google are going to make some changes to their protocols to
more encryption.
do more encryption on it.
I think so. I mean,
They'll have to.
The world's demanding it. So.
NATO's got some concerns about it, though, and NSA's got some concerns because now you're preventing them from tracking you. So the bad guys are using.
But they've been doing it all along, and they've been getting busted. So I'm not totally convinced that there's not already a way around it. But and as Snowden said in that article, you and I aren't doing anything that the feds are going to spend a fortune to come in and find out. I
Right.
think there's always a way in, but it
Yeah.
costs money and time. And, if they want you bad enough, they'll break your
Yeah,
encryption.
I mean,
That's
I don't
why
have a lot that they can get, so I think.
You're just not up to anything bad.
I'm just.
Angus, on the other hand.
Angus, on the other hand, now we have to watch him. They wouldn't even let him download Tor to his PC. So we got to deal with that situation. So anyway, that's my news. Only those 3 things today.
Okay, right on.
We don't have much more.
That's valuable. People should,
Yeah,
pay attention.
that's why they're watching the show.
Thanks for sharing.
You're very welcome. So you have a security minute?
Yeah, some interesting thing I came across. So there was some DoD technology, because we're having AFCEA, and we're going to talk about that today. There's some DoD technology that's been around for a long time called boomerang, and it does gunshot detection. So they use it in the field to detect, if you're setting up, trying to protect an airstrip or trying to protect a camp, they use boomerang to detect, the direction of incoming rounds and things like this, so gunfire.
Wow.
And what the company did that developed that technology, and I think there's a picture, Zuri, of the boomerang. There's also an indoor picture. So that's boomerang, which is your outdoor version, which also can be mobile. And then there's another picture. So these same guys have actually developed some technology that uses infrared as well as the Doppler effect for the sound
Are those
of
microphones?
gunshots. Those are
Okay.
a little bit. So this one's purely Doppler, but the indoor one, because we have all these active shooter stuff, like there's this stuff going on right now. So this is an IP connected device. It's just a single PoE Cat5 drop.
Power over
And
Ethernet, category 5.
Yeah, and so you can install these internally in a facility and instantly know that something was a gunshot and also where it occurred. So, if you plot this out on your map, and because, one thing that happens a lot is people say, oh, I think I heard a gunshot, and they get false reports. So that's one thing. The other thing is that when there is one, people don't know where it happened. And if someone's obviously walking around and shooting, you need to be able to find them quickly so that you can get to them with the response team.
Right.
So this type of technology is available now indoors, and I was really amazed it's really not being offered at a premium price. It's really quite affordable. In fact, the more of it you need, like the larger your facility, sort of the less it costs. So it's a company called Shooter Detection Systems, and I just think I love that when DoD type technology trickles down and the commercial world and the regular citizens can take advantage of some of this kind of technology, and
So our taxpayer dollar is at work, but it does provide some eventual benefits to us.
Yeah, and so Shooter Detection Systems, if you're interested in protecting your facility, give that product a look.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Thanks.
Alrighty, so believe it or not, 15 minutes.
Take a break.
We've done take a break. Little break. We'll go get Angus from the beach.
Yes.
We got James Muller coming in here.
Yep.
Who's going to talk to us about the Armed Forces Communications and Electronics Association TechNet Asia.
Pacific.
Pacific.
2016?
2016.
No, 2015.
Not 2015. 2016.
Look, they got.
Is it 2015 or 16? No, it's 2016. So
It's 15.
It's 15? Why does it say 16? Well, you wrote. Hey, dude, you wrote 16. All I did was a cut and paste. So
I could have been having a bad moment. I don't know.
Look, hey, live on camera. Look, first of all, you got his name wrong, which that was, you got his name wrong. You had to fix that, and then you got the date wrong. Boy, I tell you.
Well, he'll be here next year. We don't have to change the headline
You're
then.
treading on.
Here's the deal. I'm Jay Fidel. I'm the host of Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, which is the Energy Policy Forum's program on Wednesday. That's how we call Wednesday Energy Wednesday. We call it Energy Wednesday every Wednesday. Are you surprised? Okay, and we try to get guys like Jim Alberts here from Hawaiian Electric who can tell us what's really going on in energy. We want to be informed. It's so important. It's the most important initiative in our state. Clean energy is major, okay? And that's why we cover it on this show. That's the deal. What do you think, Sharon?
I think that's great. That's why we're here every Wednesday from 4 to 5, and we hope you all join us so we can hear people like Jim coming on our show and co-host Ray Starling from Hawaii Energy.
Okay, Jim, you've been here today. You've seen this. You heard what she said. What do you think?
I think it's a tremendous opportunity for people to come together and talk about the issues. Oftentimes, there isn't a good forum to bring these key issues out into the public, and this is a tremendous way to go about it. And the activity of this show is essential to keep talking about energy because, as you said, it's such an essential part of our lives that we need to pay attention to it and we need to think about the future.
Okay, Ray, your turn.
Well, this is a special time in the history of Hawaii where we're making some pretty radical changes in the way we use energy and generate energy. And this show is the one place you can count on coming to every Wednesday and hearing something about the latest issues that are on the table, being discussed, that will affect us all going forward. So come join us, and if you have some ideas you want to share with us about energy, give us a call and let us know. We'll put you up here and let you talk for an hour. So come see us.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Jim. It's great to be, from ThinkTech's point of view, it's great to have this show. We love the show. It's our most important show. So come around and listen to us 4 to 5 on Wednesday. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Hi, my name's Cindy Matsuki, and I host the show High Growth with HTDC on ThinkTech Hawaii. This is the show where we talk about all things tech, innovation, entrepreneurship, and manufacturing, because there's so many things going on in Hawaii and more people should know about them. So this is the program that you can come and find out about all the things happening in Hawaii. And this show also airs on Olelo 54 along with ThinkTech Hawaii. And it broadcasts live every other Tuesday at 3 p.m. So don't forget, check out the show Tuesday, 3 p.m. every other week. High Growth with HTDC. Thanks.
Aloha, welcome back to Hibachi Talk. We got Angus in off the beach. We got Jim Muller here from AFCEA and from Hewlett-Packard and Enterprise and all kind of places. We're gonna have some fun, so hang around. Angus, what's up, buddy?
How you doing there, Drew?
All right, man.
It's great to see you there, lad.
How are you?
Hey, awesome. You know, Gordo never got me one shirt. Got you one, but he never got me one. The cheap bugger.
This one might be too big for you, man.
Yeah, a wee bit too big. A wee bit too big.
Maybe next time.
Drew, I got, the other day that I was over at the beach at Ala Moana, and this wee lady came up to me and she said, I always wondered what you've been worn under the kilt. What's worn underneath the kilt? And I told her, you know what? There's nothing worn underneath the kilt. Everything's in good working order. Anyway, that was it. So
Nice.
She smiled and walked away.
Did
Anyway,
she?
that was it. So Drew, I got a great gadget for you. These are freaking awesome. These are in the basement of a posh London hotel today. You'll find the world's outlandish headphones. These are terrific. These are not portable, and they're only, well, I wouldn't tell you the price yet, but they're not particularly affordable. They're Sennheisers. It's a really cool, look at that.
Are they the best in the world?
They're supposedly the best in the world that really use some state-of-the-art technology.
Did you sample those already?
I haven't not had a chance to sample them yet. I'm gonna see if I can.
They look good.
They look great, but I'm just wondering if I use the Beats and then I got, Snoop's weed, it'd be just the same.
I don't know.
You could do that. You didn't care.
I don't
Except
know.
you want to eat a lot of brownies.
I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, or maybe some haggis. Anyway, so these wheat puppies are only $55,000 US.
Come on.
55,000
For headphones.
For headphones. But they're not portable, so you can't.
You're gonna need a lot of that weed if you're gonna have some of
Yes,
those,
you will,
man.
Drew. You're gonna really need a lot of it. Anyway, so
Oh,
that is my
Lord.
gadget of the week. You make sure if you go out and buy a set of these, you give me a call. I want to hear them.
Ah,
And if you
Lord.
get the Beats with the weed side back, let me that too.
I'm not checking on that.
Alrighty. Anyway,
and-
we wanna thank you, and remember everybody, let your wind gang free wherever you be. Aloha.
Well, Angus bringing us $55,000 headphones. Never seen anything like it. I guess they're worth, I don't know, you have to check that out on your own. But thanks, Angus, for that. You guys let us know, tweet us if you get your hands on some of those, like to understand the difference.
I'd like to understand who's got that kind of money.
Whew, Jim's here. Jim, welcome, sir. Aloha. Thanks
Jim,
for coming
nice to see
on.
you, bud.
Thanks for having
We're
me.
going to talk about AFCEA's TechNet, the TechNet Asia Pacific 2015. Let me correct myself because I misspelled it all. And Jim's the
I'm the
president.
AFCEA Hawaii chapter president.
Hawaii chapter president, right on. So this is an awesome show. I've been to a few of these over the years, and
Absolutely.
be there representing next week. Got a speaker over there, and have some fun.
All right.
Absolutely.
So we have a standard set of questions we always ask our guests.
Okay.
Kind of like, so where'd you go to school? Like, where did
We'll start off at the
Start
beginning.
with that. And then you
We'll
start
build
in
all the
high
way up to
school,
AFCEA.
and college,
Sure. So
okay.
originally from Palmyra, New Jersey. It's right across the bridge from Philadelphia.
Okay.
Literally, the first town across the bridge.
Wow. The other
And,
side of the tracks.
Exactly, yeah. And then I came to Hawaii in 2000 with the Marine Corps originally, and I got out in 2002. I was up at Mar 4 Pack, and went to school at Hawaii Pacific University.
Yay!
To get my
Another alumni.
All
Yes,
of us.
alumni are in the
All of
house.
us.
Yes.
Right on.
Matter of fact, next month, early December, I graduate with two master's degrees at HPU. I
Wow.
went there for my
Another went
graduate.
back and did another one. Right
Another
on.
two, yeah.
Yeah, so what are your two
Good
masters?
on you.
I'm gonna have my MBA and my MSIS.
Oh, that's
at the very,
terrific.
very beginning of December, so I'm looking forward.
Congratulations. Good for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You have to start coming to the event.
GI Bill. You got GI Bill.
I drained the GI Bill completely.
Well,
yeah.
good for you.
That's because HPU's so cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
right.
it's fantastic school, but it did pay for all my undergrad, and because I did about half of it when I was active duty as well.
Awesome.
And about half of my
Awesome.
graduate programs.
And you know, Gordo, once you're a Marine, you're like always a
You're
Marine.
always
Just
a Marine.
just to make sure
All-
he's
all-
not an
right.
ex-Marine.
All my
You're always-
Marine friends are exactly
That's
the
right.
same.
Just to make sure we don't
I
mess that
jokingly
up
say
on
the
air.
first thing you do when you go to the Marine Corps is they take the top of your head off and they put a blender in there and then you put it back down on. Somehow you didn't turn out that way.
Well, I've been out for quite a while.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it never does leave you.
Right on.
So
all your schooling here then?
I did.
Right
Yeah.
on, your college. That's cool.
Wow. So you got your undergraduate here, you got your double masters coming out of here.
And
That
how'd you
is
get involved in
awesome.
technology? What'd you do after the Corps?
So even before the Corps, I kind of don't remember not having a computer. So my dad was one of those early adopters.
Awesome.
The earliest that I remember was a Commodore 64. I
Nice.
think was the model, and I just like to play the games on it, you know. But along the way, I kind of picked up some of the
You
other
did the
traits.
Billboard chats. And,
Yeah, you
sure.
know. And when I was in the Marine Corps from '98 to 2002, computers were starting to get onto the desktops. They weren't really on everybody's desktops
Okay.
yet. It was just in that transition period. But because I did know what I was doing on it, I was always becoming kind of like the tech guy for whatever shop or office I was in, and took a liking to it, and it just kind of became a second nature thing for me. So when I started looking for classes in my degree program, I leaned towards the information sector. My undergrad was actually in computer information systems. as
Oh,
well.
so you did. Oh, so wow.
at
So
HPU.
so you just stayed with it.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Good deal. Did you have classes when Christine was there? Did you guys talk about that?
I
She
don't think
was-
so.
She might have been a little bit after you. But
So-
she took MSIS over at HPU as well.
My graduates stretched a long time. So for my undergrad, I did it about like 3 years. I just crammed as many classes as I could, especially when on those active duty, because
Yeah.
they're paying 100% tuition.
right.
But for my graduate program, wasn't in so much of a rush. So I was taking one class a semester. And that just, when you're taking two graduate programs, it just kind of stretched out. It was
That's
actually
awesome,
a 10-year
though.
journey.
10-year journey.
That's still
And
cool,
You
though.
know what? There's nothing
Get it
wrong
done.
with it.
That's
I
right.
I
You
liked
get
it.
done.
So having that one class allowed me to kind of use with different jobs that I had. I was using it like a laboratory, an experiment. So I was able to focus on it and wasn't so overwhelmed with so many classes or materials where I'd actually practice it in my work environment.
See, and that's good. That's good advice and
Yeah.
good guidance, right? You know, a lot of individuals go to school because they figure they got to get that degree and that's it. Crank through it, but do they really understand what they've learned when they come out of it? Or if you spread it out like you did, like I
Absolutely.
did,
Yeah.
like you did.
Yeah, you get to apply it all the way
You get to
along.
apply it all the way along. And so there's no one says, you know, you have to do this in 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, or whatever. It could be 10, 12, 20, you know, but by doing it in that way, you're learning and applying it. Plus, everything you study now, 60% or more at the end of the course is no longer applicable. So
That's very true.
yeah, so that's the other part you got to do. So why not spread it out?
Yeah, we talk about that in workforce development as well. You know, like I would definitely much rather have someone that's got 10 years of experience and a master's than a guy that's got his master's right away and ain't been working at all, right? You know what I'm saying? They don't know
Right.
anything about how to take it and do anything with it. So,
Yeah.
right on. Good on you, man.
So you've decided to stay in Hawaii.
Yes, home. We 15 years. We're going on 16.
Right on.
Met
Wow.
my wife out here shortly after. I got here in July of 2000, and she got here in September of 2000. I met her just a week after she had gotten here, and
You
we've been
snagged
together
her.
ever since.
Wow, right on.
That's terrific. That's terrific. And so so you've got kids and
Two kids.
Two kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
9 and 7.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, what a place
Great
to raise
age.
your children.
Oh, yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
just awesome. And see, we keep your brain power here.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it. I mean, your brain power is here. So I know we're going to talk about AFCEA, but tell us about what you do. I mean, about
Sure.
what you do to earn a living and those kinds of things.
Sure. So I work for Hewlett-Packard Enterprise.
Okay.
It's a new company because HP just split into two companies.
Yeah.
There were two Fortune 50 companies. It was
Yeah.
one
I
of
thought
the
he might have that in the news.
largest splits in
Yeah.
history, I think,
Yeah.
especially for the tech sector. But for me, I'm stayed on the HPE side. I am the Hawaii Regional Field Leader for the Navy and Marine Corps contract called NGEN. NGEN is the largest intranet in the world outside of the internet itself. We have
Wow.
over 230,000 computers, over 800,000 users, and
Wow.
from the East Coast, West Coast, Japan.
Yeah, amazing.
For my part, I'm the Hawaii regional leader, so I just have this part. So not quite 250,000 computers, but I got 23,000 computers that my teams keep and run. So
Wow.
I manage the Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Kaneohe Bay, and Camp Smith, PMRF Kauai, and a few satellite campuses that we keep everything running. It's across multiple domains, class, unclass, Navy, NMPI, and...
So you meant class, you mean classified, unclassified?
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
secret,
So he's got
classified,
City, Zipper,
unclassified.
Nipper, and then
Yeah.
there's probably some public.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my guys primarily is the field technicians that are ones doing the actual visits on site,
Okay.
and also deploying the machines, keeping them running. We do a lot, any of the high escalations, of course, I get involved with, but we have about, what is it now? It's about 160 people across the two domains for the Marine Corps and the Navy, across all the bases.
These are all enlisted, or you got private sector?
This is all from Hewlett Packard
All from HP.
Enterprise with subcontractors and partners
Okay.
as well.
But 160, supporting 23,000 workstations, that's
And that's just the
You could use
on-site
some more
field tech.
bodies, yeah.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
have a huge army behind us there, that's doing our network operations center and the network monitoring and all that
Right on.
stuff. This is just the physical touch labor.
So do you guys supervise the workers? So like if they're going to the wrong websites, you call up, hey, machine 21, somebody comes and taps them on the shoulder. Are you guys
So you gotta
monitoring
come
that?
with me, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Or if they download Tor.
Right,
Go on
right.
now and say, excuse me.
What are you doing with Tor?
Well, first of all, how were you able to download it to begin with, right?
Should be able to download it, absolutely.
Right. Oh, so fascinating. So you're doing that. You got some other stuff you do
I
as a
It's
do.
web
side.
design too. I saw that.
I do. So, everybody in Hawaii, you gotta have two jobs, right? Just
Yes.
It's
Okay.
pretty expensive to live here, right? So, I have a small business that I do, Kainalo Designs. It's web design and applications that I create. I got into it actually through AFCEA Hawaii and a few others. I was doing personal websites. My wife has a small tour business,
Okay.
Neveleno Tours, and I've done her site and then some friends' sites. And then when I was joining AFCEA, their site looked like it needed a refresh, and I offered up, and I volunteered to do it. We did it. It came out really well, and then people started asking if I could do some of their sites, and then I started doing some more
Yeah,
sites.
HICTA. I think you do Hawaii
I do HICTA as
Information
well.
Communication Technology Association.
One that
Very
I also
nice.
get wrong.
Very
too.
nice.
Yeah, so I did HICTA's and some other nonprofits. The Hawaii State Science Olympiads website, I maintained that for them. And I did some things up in Canada. I had some friends that needed some, it was like this Ochies First Nation. They had
Oh,
like 8
cool.
businesses and they needed a website and a bunch of others. But yeah, so that keeps me busy.
Hibachi Talk needs a website. Do you do WordPress?
It's all WordPress.
Angus needs a.
Hibachi Talk needs a website, and GJB and Associates, if you haven't noticed, my new company. I got the domain, but
That's
I
our
don't
first.
have my website yet.
Is that our
so-
first sponsor? I think of
Yeah,
Hibachi Talk.
yeah.
That's you're our first
Yeah,
sponsor.
yeah, proudly
You need
sponsoring
to
Hibachi
make
Talk.
some money so we can get some of it into Hibachi Talk.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I love the work.
I'm trying. Next year I'll make money next year.
Yeah.
If not, my old lady will be kicking me out of the house. So anyway,
Your young lady.
Yeah, my young lady. So anyway, I think we're coming up on break time. Then
Let's
we're going to come
go
back.
pay a bill.
We'll pay a couple of bills, and then we'll come back and we're going to talk with Jim, and we're going to talk about the upcoming conference next week.
Excellent.
So let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ethan Allen. I host Likeable Science on ThinkTech Hawaii, and I do this because I care about science literacy in Hawaii. I want to spread the understanding that science is a vital and interesting part of everyone's life. I want to make sure the broadest possible spectrum of people understand the beauty and the value of science and realize that science plays out each and every day of their lives. I want you to understand that science is fun. So we bring onto this show each week guests who are scientists, from astronomers to zoologists, and we talk about what they do and how they do it. But most importantly, we talk about why you should care about their work, why you should see that their work has value and impact on your life. So I hope you'll join us Fridays, 1 p.m. here on ThinkTech Hawaii. You can watch us via live stream. You can watch us recorded on Olelo, and you can see us each week. We hope you'll join us.
Aloha, how you doing? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. Gordon of the Tech Czar here, Andrew the security guy, and our guest, James Muller from AFCEA, HPE,
Kainalu
Designs. You know, and his
He
guy never sleeps.
He does it all, yeah. He works a lot.
He works a lot. So you're the president of AFCEA.
AFCEA Hawaii chapter.
AFCEA Hawaii chapter. So tell us a little bit about AFCEA, and then tell us a little bit what's happening with the upcoming conference.
Sure. So we're a nonprofit. We have we're nearing 800 members locally on the islands here.
Wow.
We're a chapter of AFCEA International, and what we do is we have monthly luncheons where we have guest speakers. Often it's military senior leaders, admirals and generals and such of the different commands, PACOM and Compact Fleet, and they'll talk about what their mission and what they're trying to accomplish and how industry can help. So it's a combination of DoD and industry where they get to come together, talk, express different needs and how industry can meet those needs. And that's similar to what we're doing with TechNet Asia Pacific 2015 next week.
Yeah, and you've been recognized a little bit by AFCEA, haven't you? What do you do?
No, it's not like me to talk about myself, but now that you brought it up. Did
you get an award?
Actually, I did get an award.
What was it for?
Executive.
Senior government leader.
Senior government leader, and then I got another one for senior executive. So I've been
Wow.
twice. And going to the luncheons, I've been able to meet some pretty cool people and be able to see some pretty cool things through the military. And I've actually been able to make some presentations to some of the generals and the young FCs, and it's been a great opportunity.
So now that you're looking for work, you're gonna have to join.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Here we go again.
There you go.
Yeah, so, yeah. And your lovely bride is involved with FCA, is she not?
I know. It's always she's involved with everything.
Yeah. So this is a very cool. So great organization. And
So tell us about TechNet.
yeah.
Sure. So TechNet, it's from November 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's a conference, so we're going to have several hundred vendors that are going to be there. Cisco, IBM, Microsoft, of course, Hewlett Packard Enterprise. And we're going to have
Integrated Security Technologies will be there.
IST will be there as well. And what we do is we have several keynotes. We have 5 keynotes, so we'll have 3 breakfasts, 2 lunches where we have guest speakers. Some of the speakers include Jody Ito from UH, and Rear Admiral Phillips and General Brooks of RPAC. And then the closing keynote will be the PACOM Deputy Commander, Lieutenant General Anthony Crutchfield, up from our FORPAC.
So RPAC and PACOM.
Or excuse me, PACOM.
So RPAC and PACOM, so our viewers know what they are.
Absolutely. So RPAC is the Army headquarters for the Pacific, and PACOM is the Pacific headquarters for all DoD. So FORPAC is Marine Forces Pacific, RPAC, Army Forces Pacific, and every headquarters actually rolls up under PACOM, which is the headquarters of all military services out here.
So this is the big branches, and also we'll draw from the Pacific. So Okinawa, Japan, Guam, those guys will come in. This show draws those folks that don't get to interact a lot of times with the other vendors and things like that don't have presence out there. You know, not all of us have offices in all over the place.
So we have it's a large show floor. It's at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Okay. And in addition to the keynotes, we have 6 panels. It's about 2 a day. I think there's 3 on Wednesdays, though. And during those, we have some CIO panels, some leadership forums, or leadership panels. And they talk about working in environments where you have degraded communications or low bandwidth, how to win that kind of fight when you're challenged with those. There'll be security discussions and cyber discussions. There'll be some hacking. And also we'll have robotics from the local community, from the sort of STEM, science, technology, education, and math, where the schools will be coming in with their robotics programs and showing what they've done throughout the year.
I wonder if Sarah will be there. We had a guest,
15-year-old.
15-year-old. Robotics, she's in the robotics team at Punahou.
Okay.
I wonder if
I don't know.
I wonder if she'll be there.
You'll
be there. You'll have to watch
and you'll
for
be
it.
there.
Well, I'm trying to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I keep advising you.
I know.
And there's a couple other. We have a leadership forum. It's the second year of doing that, where we have some great industry and DoD leaders. Most of them are retired, but there are 2, 3, and 4-star admirals and generals. Where the leadership forum is for mid-level management, IT people that are kind of coming up, and that's another opportunity for some advancement. Along with those that are looking for Security Plus and Network Plus, A Plus. Continuing education credits, we have 6 CEU units throughout the week. I think it's 2, 2, and 2, or there might be 3 in there on Wednesday as well.
So that's one of the things we talk about too, is when you get into this business, into the industry and the career of technology, there's continuing learning, right?
Absolutely.
So for you to put something like that allows me to go get my credits, keep my skills high. So just it's a great career. I mean, it's nonstop learning, just constantly learning. So it's kind of cool that you put an event on like this, you learn, but at the same time, there's some credits that get added to that as well.
Absolutely.
So how many in attendance do you think?
It's a couple thousand.
Couple of thousand.
We'll end up going through the course of the 3 days.
Yeah, it's grown a lot. I mean, I remember like a decade ago, I think the first one I went to was probably in 99, right when I first started my company, and I had a little booth out in the front, like a table or something like that.
I think I manned that booth.
You may have been there. And there was, I don't know, maybe it was 500 or something like that, you know what I'm saying? It was much smaller, but it's grown and grown and grown. And I mean, you know, it's become the kind of the DoD show of the Pacific for the year. I mean, you know, everybody's there, and there's just a lot of interaction, and the education piece has grown. Now they're getting into leadership, which is always, those are great classes. Rodney Thayer, who's going to be on Hibachi Talk next week, has given one of the CEU presentations on using CAC card for PACs,
Right.
which is a big initiative inside the DoD that we're doing. So he's going to has some hacking in the booth, trying to show some of the problems with the older technologies and things like that. So it's going to be great.
So you get 2,000 now. How much media coverage do you get on this? Does the media? My heartburn is I usually don't see a lot of media coverage when you bring in these large technology-based events. Do you get much with this?
We do some. We've advertised on the newspaper in midweek, and
Right.
we did some radio announcements. Social media, as I run, I'm AFCEA Hawaii chapter president, but I do the website and I do the social media, so we've been pushing some things out that way, and of course on LinkedIn as well, since that's more of a professional social community.
So we got to.
And you're here.
And I'm here.
And you're on.
This
Yeah,
is
you're
the-
on Hibachi Talk and ThinkTech.
Yeah.
So we got to get. That's why we got to get the advertiser. PBN. We need to get those. So we'll send out some tweets today. So we get
It's
them to start
interesting.
going.
Thank you.
It's interesting to me how it seems like some of the commercial community is sort of disconnected. Like if they think that sort of we don't all work for the DoD, and so much of that money flows down to service providers here, and they may not know how they're connected. Many of my clients at AFCEA provide services to the DoD out here, so you know that's direct flow down. I mean, and so they it behooves everybody to understand what you can learn about what the DoD's doing out here, what their mission is, because they're reaching out. Not just DoD, but NSA and a lot of these government agencies are reaching out to the community for services and for support and trying to share their knowledge with us. And
I think the NSA actually just had a new partnership with UH.
exactly.
Where they accredited or recognized of some sort for their program.
Yeah, the CFSC program, right? So
Right.
Admiral Beamer.
So that was happening
General
there.
Beamer's talking
So there's just a whole bunch of interweaving of all these different opportunities that are happening here in Hawaii. And that's the message we're trying to get across. This is not some new town.
Yeah, so
this
come.
is like we're not a backwater. I mean, we're right up there, and with the DoD and all the things that we're close to, I mean, the opportunities are there.
Yeah, for sure. Are there still tickets available for the public to attend? Do you know? Is it?
There
I heard
is.
it's getting busy.
It is very busy, but there are still tickets.
Okay.
And you can take walk-ins as well. The membership, if you're an AFCEA member, it's $50 per day, and then $75 for non-members. But
Okay.
if you become a member, then you can. I think you get the first day.
Oh, they
free.
signing people up at the door.
So,
absolutely.
so when
It's,
I walk
that's
in
my-
at the door,
Become a member.
You can go sign up for your membership.
Ask for Jim.
There you go.
I have 2 presentations I'm doing, not to get clients or anything. 2 presentations that I've committed to during next week.
Oh, next week, yeah.
So
Well, it goes all day though.
I will. I'll look at my schedule and go in, come out, do my presentations, and go in, come out, do my presentation.
Yeah, and at least come to the mixer. We'll get you a ticket for
Oh,
the
yeah.
mixer, and then
I'll definitely be there.
attend.
Thanks, sir.
Social mixers.
Yeah.
We have 2
Bring
of those
Angus.
as well.
Bring Angus to the mixer.
Angus might be a bit misunderstood in that community, but he might do well. You never know.
A bit misunderstood in that community. So politically correct. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I got my segment on called "What's the Upside?" So I insert this little thing in, and so we talk about different things. So my what's the upside this week? It's I don't know if this is our new.
Nice.
What's the upside? So,
Minions.
as you know, I'm a regular attendee to the University of Hawaii football games.
Okay.
And you're going to be joining us, this weekend at University of Hawaii.
Yes.
Go Warriors! Following you all the way. So anyway, I just go there, and the attendance is abysmal.
Sparse.
Yeah, 15 to 20,000. But when I sit there and I look, and I'm at the stadium, I look, the entire upper deck is open. and they've got maybe 100 people around the entire upper deck. And I'm going, or maybe 1,000. And I'm going, well, they got to clean it, they got to maintain it. We're not filling 55,000. We're lucky we're getting
There's
20.
probably somebody up there checking
Why
tickets.
not save us some money, close that part off, and have these people to come down? Now, I know the argument, oh, they're season ticket holders, yada, yada. Wait a minute. Give them a better seat. There's lots of them available out there. Tell them when we start filling it up again, you've got first dibs on having your bag. But in the interim, we're going to give you these great 45, 50-yard seats because guess what? There are a lot of them available.
Sure.
So as I make argument, what's the upside for leaving that spot open? might be missing something, but maybe someone will tweet us and say, oh, this is what you're missing.
If you can help Gordo with his dilemma here, we need an upside for that.
We need an
I
upside.
agree.
That's my one. Anyway, so coming back to TechNet and AFCEA.
So you get involved in the setup? What do you got to do? What they saddle you
Yeah,
with?
we have many volunteers. Of course, I'll be doing the opening when we do the opening ceremony.
You're on the mic.
And then I am just going everywhere I'm needed because we have so many things going on throughout the day, and there's always those last minute items that everybody can assist with. But we have a great list of volunteers, a group of volunteers. They volunteer every year, and it's a huge show, but it really isn't possible with all the volunteers, without all the volunteers.
Do you bring in students? Do you get students to come in from like the university or HBU or
We do.
any of the other?
Good point. So with the daily rates, but for government employees and academia is free attendance.
Government employees and academia is free. How about former government employees and former academians
I think you
who
mean
are
fed
starting a company that's not making any money at the moment?
Sure. I'd have to check for you.
Oh, okay. Just grandfather me in somehow.
A lifetime member.
Yeah, lifetime member. I'll bring my award. I mean, so go like that. So, anyway, so it's hard to believe, but we're coming up on the end. Let's give us your websites. Promote your
what do we got?
website.
Sure. We have AFCEA-Hawaii.org.
There we go.
And then on that main page, it'll take you where you can register for the conference and learn about AFCEA Hawaii and our membership and our monthly luncheons. Monthly luncheons will start again in January, and they usually go through October.
Okay, terrific. And then you've got this. I know you can't see it, sorry, but this is
Kainalu Designs.
Kainalu Designs. That's your other thing. So again, like you said, everybody in Hawaii's got to have two jobs.
Sure.
So what's the upside? So
that's-
anyway, check this one out as well.
And that
support
Jim
the
shared,
local
that's
guys.
a blending of his children's middle names. So that's
Oh, that's
nice.
kind of cool. Very, very cool. So we want to thank you, and no one goes unrewarded when they come to Hibachi Talk. This is our autograph solo cup. You get
Excellent.
That's
Number 41.
number
They're
41
numbered.
out of a very rare collection.
They're worth
So-
about a nickel on eBay. Maybe less. We don't know.
Maybe less.
We haven't heard reports lately.
So we want to thank you, Jim. It's been awesome
appreciate
having
it.
you
Thanks
here.
for
It's
having me.
awesome.
yeah, thanks a lot. You guys got to check out AFCEA.
Yeah, check
out
out
TechNet
AFCEA.
next week.
Check
Tuesday
out
through Thursday.
Check out ThinkTech. Check out Hibachi Talk. Check out this new cup because I'm giving this new cup. This is for Zuri and Nick. I'm giving these to you guys. I'm just giving myself. Yay! There you go. These are yours. So anyone wants one, let me know. Anyway, so thanks again for joining us. And remember, we got to do this together. Remember what we say to everybody.
How you doing?